Hi guys, welcome to M classes. In this tutorial we will learn with the second approach of entity framework, that is model first approach. In case of model first approach, we are going to create two different entities. One is department and the another one is employee. And then after creating those entities, we were going to specify a relationship between them, and from that model we were going to generate the database. Now we will see all these things on the Visual Studio. This is just an ASP.NET empty project, and now we were going to add a new item. Then select AD.NET, add, and then select empty model for model first approach. When this screen appears, then we simply right click and add new entity and name this entity called department. This is our first entity called department in this model first approach, and now we were going to add all the attributes into this entity one by one. To add an attribute, we simply right click on this entity and click on add new scalar property. Now we add a property called name. Even by using property, we can set the maximum length to this property name. Now we add another property called location. Then we add our second entity, that is employee. And now we were going to add its scalar properties. Now we have added all the scalar properties for both these entities, department and employee. After adding scalar properties, now we have to add navigation property. Navigation properties are those properties that specify the relationship between two entities. Suppose this department and employee, both these entities, how these entities are related to each other is specified by their navigation property. To specify a relationship between them, we simply right click on it and add new association. There were only two entities, therefore that's why it will simply give a default association name that is department employee, and it will specify that department, in case of department entity, having a relation one to many with employee entity, and employee entity is having a relationship with department entity, that is many to one. That's why in case of department, it will have a navigation property called employees. That means one department can contain multiple employees. But in case of employee, we have a navigation property called department. That means every employee belongs to some department. One employee belongs to one department, but one department will contain multiple employees. The time we click OK, the navigation property is added to both these entities. And now with the help of this, even we can create database. So to create database, we simply right click on it and select generate database from model. Here I am going to type my server name, and then I am going to select a database in which these tables are going to be created. Next, this is the entire DDL script that is required to create these department and employees table in the database. The time when this code executed, a new connection string added in our web.config file. And this connection string will specify the name of our database. And it will show both department as well as employee table are created successfully from the model. That's all for this tutorial. Thank you guys for watching.